Hey everyone, wanted to talk to you today about wild garlic, wild onion, Star of Bethlehem. It's three of the weeds that we have that are bulbs. As you can see, we have a bulb that grows underground. And I want to explain to you why they're in your lawn if you're on a program, and what we do about them and the differences, kind of the scheduling from a January versus February versus March versus April approach on what to do about them. We're in central Mississippi, and so the grass right now, if you can see, we have some dormancy still in the Bermuda. There's some greenness. The lawn is greening up. We call that transition period or the green up period. And you don't want to go blasting weeds in the transition period because the grass is greening up. It's in a period of going from dormant to green. And you can kill any weed any time of the year, but the key is to do it in a way that's safe for the grass. And when the turf grass is greening up, you don't want to come in with guns blazing on trying to kill weeds, especially difficult to control weeds like onion, garlic, Star of Bethlehem. By the way, this one right here beside me, I'm not even sure if this is Star of Bethlehem or wild onion. They're very similar. Wild onion, wild garlic, Star of Bethlehem, all three of those are in the same family. They're all bulbs, and we think of them, we treat them all the same. They're all bulb weeds. This one, by the way, was very difficult to get out of the ground just now. It is deep. I mean, this much of it was under the ground, and that's going to play into understanding why this weed is here and why it's difficult to control. But again, I want to tell you about what we do about it. So January and February, we show up and we put out a post and pre-emerge combination treatment. Oftentimes, even after our January, February treatment, we will still have these after that treatment. Sometimes it will kill it, and there's so many different scenarios. You'll have to look at some of my other videos to understand perhaps why some treatments do different than others, but I'm not going to try to explain that today. But what I can say is we really talk a lot about being on a program, because sometimes when things don't act perfect on one treatment, the next will get them. And so in April is when we really like to come and kill these, because in April the grass is greened up enough to where we're no longer concerned about the health of the turf grass, and we can go ahead and spray and kill these things. But in March, we really avoid trying to blast these things away. The reason, though, so we have yards where you can see a clear line. It's very obvious that it works and it prevents them. But if the timing is not perfect, when these things start germinating, when they start growing in the soil, what happens is you have these roots right here that are way down below the soil, and so they're not affected by the pre-emerge during a certain part of their life cycle. And so these are down here and they're growing way down below the soil surface, and so you can't prevent them. You can only spray them after they come up and kill them. Whereas other weed seeds such as crabgrass, buttonweed, clover, dandelion, all these weeds that have root systems that are up towards the surface where the pre-emerge layer is, we can easily prevent those. They're not difficult to prevent at all. But that's why bulbs can be difficult to prevent. That's a little bit more insight about when we treat them. If you do have bulb weeds in your yard after our treatments, please let us know. We do have special approaches that we can implement in your program to come after them. There are some yards that we call them bulby yards. They're just yards that they just really harbor bulbs, and we do need to change our approach in those cases. We have office staff ready to help you in those situations, so please reach out to us and let us know, and we'll be glad to either help you to know what we already are planning to do about them, or we can talk about developing a new game plan on what to do for them. So I hope that helps. Let us know if you have any questions, and hope you have a good day.